What's up? Oh god, this is gonna be brutal today. What's up and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna apologize right now for my voice, for my puffy face. I think this is officially it. My sinuses have said, yeah, we're just gonna lead you a very painful death here in the next couple of days, so enjoy. It's been brutal. I haven't been able to get very far away from a clean Xbox, but damn it, I'm determined to make a video for you guys. So sorry my voice sucks. I haven't been able to taste food in like 3 days. It's been it is what it is. But we're not gonna let that stop us, and I've got much more exciting news than the fact that I'm dying from a sinus infection. I am currently wearing one of our newest releases from Work For It Apparel. And let me set the camera up here so hopefully you guys can see it. We are calling this the Skull Snapback. I'm super stoked with the way this shirt turned out. Our designer is actually a really good like hand draw artist. So some of the new shirts and designs you're gonna see coming out are going to be a lot of her hand drawings that we're kind of turning into digital renderings and putting on shirts. So I'm really excited to bring you guys some of these new shirts. And we've also released a new women's shirt over at workforitapparel.com. There'll be a link right here as well as down in the description if you guys want to check it out. Now on to today's topic of, well, today's video before I lose my voice because I've already lost it once in the last couple of days. And that is that monstrosity sitting right there up on the TV. Yes, we are talking about the Tesla Cybertruck, and this thing has been making all kinds of waves all over the internet the last couple of days. Now I've got to be honest, I didn't know Tesla was doing their big truck reveal the day that it happened, and I actually ended up seeing it in a little clip on Instagram. They just showed a little screenshot or a little screen record of the actual unveiling, and I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody was just like making fun of Tesla or something like that by bringing out this monstrosity on stage, and it was, you know, at some point the real truck was going to come out or whatever it may be. And the reason being is for the same reason you guys are all probably in the same boat, is it just, what? How? Why? Who drew that? What were they thinking? I've been following manufacturers like Rivian, who's actually making an electric truck that looks like a truck. I know they're going to come out with the all-electric F-150. So I think when the world heard Tesla was coming out with a truck, they envisioned something more like what you're seeing at the top of the screen here. Now, obviously, I think this was a like a third-party rendering, kind of like a lot of people are doing with the 2020 Ford Broncos. They haven't officially been released what they're going to look like, but there's a lot of speculation. And that was kind of the same thing going on with the Tesla truck. And I mean, to me, you know, no, this is not a big burly 3/4 ton truck, but I think it would actually make a decent looking half-ton truck. And then we get this. Now, let me just preempt the rest of this entire video by saying I'm not anti-electric truck. I think in the right application, they can be cool. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been kind of excited following the Rivian truck. Now, do I think electric cars are like this big sustainable way of the future, reducing carbon emissions? Currently, the answer is no. Battery technology is not there. Lithium mining is a horrible thing. And it's really a feel-good thing by people thinking that they're switching to electric and they're saving the world, when currently that's not exactly the case. But anyways, let's jump back into the Tesla truck. So, obviously, being a truck, they have to have a truck bed. So Tesla really tried hard to make it seem like this is going to appeal to the everyday sportsman, you know, the Fortune 500 company owner, the guy driving through Silicon Valley, whatever it may be. They unveiled it with their electric quad that they brought out that looks like it should be on space. And that's the one thing I'm kind of noticing with this whole design thing is this Tesla, obviously with SpaceX being very spacey, they made it look like it could be almost a space rover, which I don't know in 2020 if the world is necessarily ready for a space rover to be driving around on the streets. I will give them credit though. The one thing that they have kind of kept in touch with the current day truck is they really went with a nice GMC hexagonal or whatever six-sided shape that is wheel well, so at least they'll kind of fit in with the truck community. So back to my first impressions when I saw the video come out. Obviously, like I said, it looked like a joke to me. It looked like somebody was trolling the internet, trying to make everybody get all wound up about this weird square, rectangle, whatever shaped box, triangle, and then they're gonna unveil the real truck. Especially when things started to go south, when they were talking about their bulletproof glass, to which they threw something at and then it shattered, which they claim is the first time that's ever happened. It just seemed like it was a joke. Like everything was just compounding to where it was like, this can't be real. And even though, yes, there's test drives, they've done some Tug of War videos, which we'll cut to in a minute, there's still a chance this is just a one-off prototype. Even though, yes, they have opened up the ordering process, which, jeez, you want to talk about everybody dropping $100 to get some clout on Instagram by posting that they're ordering one and acting like they believe in this is the greatest next thing to come. But in reality, it's a $100 deposit that is fully refundable, which gives Tesla a ton of money, startup money, to play with on this new model. So kind of like any vehicle you'll see, even in like commercials for like a Ford F-150 or something like that, it'll always say like prototype shown, actual production model may vary. I have a feeling something like that might happen with the Tesla, to where it gets different features on it, whether to make it DOT approved or whatever it may be. I don't know if all the lighting on this thing's DOT approved or anything like that, but I have a feeling there's going to be some changes between what we've been seeing in the unveiling and what's actually going to hit the road. So I've got my laptop open here and we're going on a little test drive in the Tesla truck, and to me it's just not very ergonomic. If you look at the center console or the dash setup, you've got one big giant screen in the middle, which is great, but you've got nothing on the driver's side, nothing on the passenger side. You've got this like bat wing steering wheel. I don't know exactly what the steering wheels are called, but not very feasible in terms of like trying to make a U-turn when you've got half of your steering wheel missing top and bottom. So you can get a better look at the steering wheel there. And I mean, you can already tell by the guy driving it in this little test drive, he's not very comfortable making long swooping turns in it. And then of course, we've got the standard Tug of War, which is I guess most people's way of showing a truck is stronger than another. But clearly you could tell it's a two-wheel drive F-150 versus obviously an all-wheel drive. I don't know what version this is, but it could be the dual motor or the triple motor Tesla. And of course, obviously assuming Tesla propaganda, whoever's driving the Ford, I'm sure, is paid by Tesla, and they just break the tires loose. So at that point, anybody can drag it. And again, I'm not trying to hate on like battery technology or anything like that. Like, I know it is, it's something to be reckoned with, and it can be cool stuff for sure. I'm just not a big Tesla guy. And now I give them credit. They revolutionized making electric vehicles cool, but I don't trust Elon Musk. And I don't like Elon Musk. To me, he's an egomaniac. He's let the power go to his head of having as much money as he does. And he really, really, really likes to rely on government subsidies. I mean, Tesla alone, the amount of subsidies that they have from the government is insane. And I believe monetarily wise, doubles the amount of money that they take in from sales alone. Which in my horrible calculations tells me they are one of the most government subsidized companies out there. Now, obviously with SpaceX and all that stuff coming out, being that it all is under Elon Musk, they basically are the backbone for the government now for anything space travel wise, bringing material, equipment, people up to space and all that. And you can imagine having the government in your back pocket like Elon Musk does, really does something to your head. And I think that's what's happening with the Tesla truck. I'll get more into that in a second. But just keep in mind, like when, I believe it was like the Thailand soccer player children that were stuck in that cave and rescuers were attempting to get them out, Elon Musk shows up with some like kid-sized submarine saying, no, I'm here to save the day. Everybody get out of the way. Elon Musk is here. I'm going to take this victory. To which the actual rescuers on site said, that's not going to work. We've already got a plan. We're already working on it. Then Elon Musk just goes on this big temper tantrum, starts calling the actual rescuer all kinds of names, horrible accusations, to which I think there's a lawsuit going on with all that right now. But it just kind of shows you the kind of person that Elon Musk is. And again, I think that's what's happening with the Tesla truck. Now, I titled this video, "We're Being Trolled," and I think that is the case. I think Elon Musk is on such like a power trip, ego trip, that he says, you know what? I'm gonna put out the stupidest thing in the world, the ugliest truck out there, and I'm gonna prove to you guys that I can sell anything. And in my heartest of hearts, I truly believe that's what this is. Kind of like in the same way that Apple, when they decided computers no longer need regular USB ports or an SD card reader, even though this MacBook Pro is supposed to be rated as like a super awesome video editing machine. Well, what are you pulling your video off of? An SD card. So why would we get rid of the SD card slot? Again, because they're proven, you know what, I think we know better than you guys, or we're gonna force you into this new market of USB-C, no longer USB. And I know we're getting off on some weird tangents, but just stay with me, stay with me. I think that's exactly what Elon is doing here. He's kind of forcing everybody, kind of in the same way that like diehard Apple fans will buy the next Apple thing no matter what it is, even if it was a downgrade from the previous version of an Apple product, they're gonna buy it. That's what's happening here. If you start scrolling through some of the comments on social media, you'll see people being like, oh my God, I love it. Tesla did it again, another great model. I find it hard to believe that anybody out there actually likes the look of this truck. There might be one or two, but I've been seeing a ton of comments of people being like, man, this is so awesome, can't wait, put my money down. And I know some of the like truck world Instagrammers are just trolling, and they probably did put their money down, but do I think we're gonna see a ton of these at SEMA when they come out? Probably not. There will be a few guys that actually follow through with the order that they placed, but I'm sure somebody's gonna try and pull something off of this liking. Now typically when new trucks roll out, we're all kind of in the same boat. We all hate on it until we see it on some like super nice lift, wheels and tires, whatever. It just looks like a weird, crappy RC car. Like, I don't think that looks good. Is somebody gonna try it? Probably. I am interested into seeing what people do with them, but again, do I fully believe that's exactly what the truck's gonna look like when it comes out? I'm not so sure. But since we are looking at crazy variations, this one's probably one of the coolest ones that I've seen. And that is actually turning one of these Tesla trucks into a trophy truck. Now, if you guys saw, I don't even know how many videos ago it was the video we featured kind of Blake Wilkie's bug in there. There was actually a fully electric trophy truck at that location that same day that somebody took Tesla parts out of, put it onto a rolling chassis from a trophy truck, and they made a beast of a machine. So I could see this becoming a real thing, especially with Nikola putting out their electric UTV. Like, this I foresee actually becoming a thing at some point. And I gotta say, so far, that's the best looking version I've seen of the Tesla truck. And I guess to kind of put away doubts that this is a fake thing, I mean, clearly you can see it test driving here in the background behind me. They've taken it on some test runs. Like I said earlier, I'm not gonna go into the specifics of the truck because obviously that's everywhere on the internet. And we know it's fast, we know it's got power, we know it's torquey. I believe it tows up to 13,000 pounds. Like, that is impressive for what it is. And when you see it driving down the street, it does look bigger than originally anticipated, which helps in its favor. But guys, I just don't know if I'm sold on it. I'm gonna be in the same boat as you guys. We're gonna wait and see if they actually come out, when they actually come out. Like I said, the $100 deposits that everybody's putting down, don't let that fool you that everybody's gonna buy one of these trucks. Most people are probably gonna forfeit the deposit or get their money back. And then the one thing I caution everybody is be careful of idolizing people like Elon Musk and some of these tech billionaires. Some of them are doing great things. They're really revolutionizing the way the world works, and they're doing it for, I guess you could say, the good of the people, whereas others are on this crazy, huge ego power trip, and I don't know how well that's gonna last. Now, mind you, you throw me hundreds of billions of dollars, who knows what that would do to my head as well. But like I caution everybody, always look into things further than what you see on the surface. Dig a little deeper. You know, if you guys get bored, do a little Googling on Tesla. Do a little Googling on SpaceX. Do a little Googling on everything that Elon Musk does. And then you guys can kind of make the judgment for yourselves. You know, I don't want to be the judge, jury, and executioner over here. You know, I think everybody should always come up with their own judgments. And do I anticipate you're gonna see a Tesla truck in the warehouse anytime soon? Probably not. But I am seriously keeping an eye on that Rivian truck. I think it's a cool truck. I think you guys should actually check them out. I believe they're actually working with Ford on the new F-150. Like, I don't know, they're collaborating in some way. I think I saw in an article somewhere. But with that, guys, we're gonna wrap up this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out the new shirts we got over at workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.